Hello, everyone. Today we step into the tranquil evening world of a 90-year-old doctor whose simple bedtime ritual helps you sleep like a baby again. Picture yourself in a cozy bedroom, the soft glow of a lamp casting a warm light across a neatly made bed. The air carries a faint scent of lavender, and outside, the world hushes as twilight settles in. This isn't just a routine. It's a carefully crafted practice that soothes your mind and body, guiding you into deep, restful sleep. You're about to uncover an expert's evening ritual that's both practical and transformative, designed for seniors who long for peaceful nights. So, before we dive in, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Drop a comment below with your location and the local time where you are. I love knowing where you're joining me from. Now grab a hot cup of tea and we'll begin today's journey. You stand at the threshold of your evening, the day's demands fading behind you. The doctor, whose decades of experience have taught him the value of rest, begins his evenings with intention. His ritual isn't about expensive gadgets or complicated techniques. It's a series of small, deliberate steps you could start tonight. You imagine yourself winding down, your body easing into a state of calm. The doctor's approach, honed over years of helping patients overcome sleeplessness, centers on creating a consistent pre-sleep routine that signals to your body it's time to rest. You're tired of tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling as the hours tick by, and this ritual offers a way out. The knowledge to impart here is that a structured evening routine can reset your body's sleep clock. As you age, your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs sleep, becomes less reliable. The doctor noticed this in his patients. Many seniors struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep due to changes in melatonin production and lifestyle habits. Research shows that consistent bedtime rituals help regulate this rhythm, making it easier to drift off and stay asleep. By following a predictable sequence of actions, you train your brain to associate these steps with rest, reducing the anxiety that often keeps you awake. This isn't about forcing sleep, but inviting it gently, like an old friend. How do you start? Begin with a set time to wind down, ideally an hour before bed. The doctor chooses 9 p.m., giving himself a calm buffer before his 10 p.m. bedtime. You can pick a time that suits you. Say 8 p.m. if you aim to sleep by 9. Dim the lights in your home to mimic the fading daylight. This cues your brain to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone. Next, set aside electronics. Phones, tablets, or TVs emit blue light that disrupts melatonin production. Instead, you might sip a warm, caffeine-free drink like chamomile tea, which the doctor favors for its mild sedative effects. Then, engage in a quiet activity, reading a light book, journaling, or listening to soft music. These actions calm your nervous system, easing you towards sleep. Here's a health tip to improve your evenings. Practice deep breathing for 5 minutes. The doctor swears by a simple technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This slows your heart rate and quiets your mind. Try it while sitting comfortably, perhaps with your tea nearby. One of his patients, a 75-year-old widow, struggled with racing thoughts at night. She adopted this breathing exercise and found her anxiety eased, helping her fall asleep faster. You can do this tonight. Sit in a favorite chair, close your eyes, and breathe slowly, letting the day's worries slip away. You picture the doctor in his modest home, his evening unfolding with purpose. He sips his tea, the steam curling upward, and flips through a novel, his mind unwinding. He once shared a story about a patient, a retired carpenter in his 80s, who couldn't sleep after losing his wife. The doctor suggested this ritual: dim lights, no screens, a warm drink, and breathing exercises. Within weeks, the man reported sleeping through the night, his grief still present, but no longer stealing his rest. You see yourself in that story, craving the same relief. The beauty of this ritual is its accessibility. You don't need fancy tools or a big budget, just a commitment to small, intentional steps. As you set your tea down, you feel the weight of the day lifting. The doctor's ritual is like a roadmap, guiding you toward nights of deep, restorative sleep. You dim your living room lights, noticing how the softer glow soothes your eyes. You choose a book, maybe one you've been meaning to read, and settle into a chair. The world feels quieter, your body more at ease. Tomorrow evening, you'll do it again, building on this moment, letting each step bring you closer to the kind of sleep that rejuvenates you, just like it does for a 90-year-old doctor who's mastered the art of rest. You're settled in your living room chair, a warm cup of chamomile tea in hand. The room's lights dim to a soft glow that feels like a gentle embrace. You've begun the doctor's evening ritual, and your body is starting to unwind, the day's tension easing. But why is it that past 60, a good night's sleep feels so elusive? Why do you toss and turn or wake up at 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling? Understanding the reasons behind these sleep struggles brings the doctor's wisdom into sharper focus. You're ready to dive into the science of why sleep escapes you as a senior and how this ritual counters those challenges. The knowledge to impart here is that age-related sleep difficulties are rooted in biology but can be managed. As you age, your body produces less melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep, and your circadian rhythm becomes less consistent. The doctor observed this in countless patients. Seniors often report trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking too early. Research shows that changes in the brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus, which regulates your internal clock, weaken with age, making it harder to maintain a steady sleep-wake cycle. Add to that common senior stressors, health concerns, medications, or even an overactive bladder, and sleep becomes fragmented. The doctor's ritual works because it addresses these issues, helping your body and mind realign with natural sleep cues, calming the nervous system, and reducing nighttime disruptions. How do you tackle these challenges? Build on the ritual you started, focusing on consistency to retrain your body's clock. Stick to the same wind-down time each evening, say 8 p.m. for a 9 p.m. bedtime. This regularity helps your brain anticipate sleep. Avoid stimulants like caffeine or alcohol after midday. Even a late afternoon coffee can linger in your system, keeping you alert when you want to rest. If medications are disrupting your sleep, talk to your doctor about adjusting timing. Some pills are better taken in the morning. To calm an overactive bladder, cut back on fluids 2 hours before bed, but sip small amounts to avoid dehydration. The doctor also suggests a brief evening stretch, gentle movements like shoulder rolls or a seated forward bend to release physical tension. These steps work together to quiet your body and mind, making sleep more inviting. Here's a health tip to improve your sleep. Limit naps to 20 minutes and avoid them after 3 p.m. Long or late naps can disrupt your nighttime sleep cycle, making it harder to fall asleep. The doctor shared a story about a patient, a 70-year-old retired librarian, who napped for hours in the afternoon and then lay awake at night. She switched to short, early naps and found her nights became more restful. You can try this today. If you feel drowsy, set a timer for a quick nap before mid-afternoon, then stay active until your evening ritual begins. This small change helps preserve your body's natural sleep drive. You picture the doctor in his quiet home, his evenings a model of calm precision. He avoids coffee after noon, sips his tea, and does a few gentle stretches by his bedside. He once told a patient, "Sleep isn't something you chase, it's something you prepare for." You imagine your own evenings taking on this rhythm. You set your tea down, noticing how the absence of screens and caffeine already makes you feel lighter. You try a simple stretch, rolling your shoulders slowly, feeling the day's tightness melt away. The science makes sense. Your body craves routine, and these small acts are like a lullaby for your nervous system. The doctor's patients often shared how sleep troubles affected their lives. A 68-year-old man, a former teacher, struggled with waking at night, his mind racing with worries. The doctor advised cutting evening fluids and adding a short stretch to his routine. Within a month, the man's nighttime awakenings dropped, and he felt more refreshed. You see yourself in that story, longing for nights where sleep comes easily. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. No need for sleeping pills or complex solutions. You're addressing the root causes, a disrupted circadian rhythm, overstimulation, or physical discomfort. As you move through your evening, you feel the ritual taking hold. You avoid that second cup of tea if it's caffeinated, opting instead for water or herbal blends. You stretch gently, maybe standing and reaching toward the ceiling, feeling your muscles loosen. The house is quiet, the lights low, and your mind feels less cluttered. You're not just preparing for bed, you're reclaiming your right to restful sleep. Tomorrow evening, you'll do it again, building on this foundation, letting the doctor's wisdom guide you toward nights that leave you refreshed and ready for the day ahead. You're in your living room, the soft glow of a lamp replacing the harsh overhead lights. Your chamomile tea now a comforting ritual. The evening feels calmer, your body responding to the doctor's simple steps, dim lights, no screens, a gentle stretch. You're beginning to understand why sleep slips away as you age, but now you're ready to deepen this ritual with soothing pre-bed habits that quiet your mind. The doctor, with his decades of experience, knows that a racing mind is often the biggest barrier to restful sleep for seniors. You're eager to learn how to ease your thoughts and invite the kind of peace that leads to deep, baby-like slumber. The knowledge to impart here is that calming your mind before bed is essential for quality sleep. As you age, stress, anxiety, or even an overactive mind can keep you awake, replaying the day's events or worrying about tomorrow. The doctor saw this in his patients. Many seniors struggled with mental chatter that disrupted their rest. Research shows that stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that keeps you alert and counteracts melatonin, making it harder to fall asleep. By incorporating soothing habits, you lower cortisol levels and signal to your brain that it's safe to rest. These habits don't require hours or complex skills, just small, intentional acts that create a mental bridge to sleep. How do you do this? Build on your evening ritual with activities that calm your mind. Start with a 10-minute wind-down practice after your tea or stretch. The doctor recommends journaling as a powerful tool. Spend a few minutes writing down 3 things you're grateful for or a brief reflection on your day. This helps offload worries and shift your focus to positivity. If writing isn't your thing, try a gentle visualization exercise. Picture a peaceful place like a quiet beach or a forest and let your mind linger there. You can also listen to a calming audio like soft classical music or a guided relaxation track for 5 to 10 minutes. The doctor often plays a gentle piano melody to ease his mind. These habits train your brain to let go of stress, paving the way for sleep. Here's a health tip to improve your evenings. Practice a worry dump before bed. Take a small notebook and jot down any nagging thoughts or tasks for tomorrow. This simple act, which the doctor taught his patients, clears mental clutter and reduces nighttime anxiety. One patient, a 72-year-old retired nurse, found that writing down her worries, like upcoming doctor visits or family concerns, helped her sleep through the night without waking. You can try this tonight. Grab a notepad, Spend 2 minutes listing your thoughts, then close it, knowing they're safe for tomorrow. This small habit frees your mind to rest. You imagine the doctor in his cozy home, sitting by his bedside with a small journal, scribbling a few grateful thoughts. A kind neighbor, a good meal, a sunny day. He once told a patient, "Your mind needs permission to rest, just like your body does." You see yourself adopting this practice, your pen moving across the page, releasing the day's weight. Maybe you write about a friend's call or the warmth of your tea. If journaling feels too formal, you picture a serene lake, its surface still, your breathing slowing as you linger in the image. The soft music in the background, perhaps a gentle violin, feels like a lullaby, wrapping you in calm. The doctor's patients often shared stories of sleepless nights fueled by worry. A 67-year-old woman, a former accountant, lay awake fretting over finances until the doctor suggested journaling and visualization. She started writing 3 positive moments each night and imagining a quiet garden. Within weeks, her sleep deepened and she woke feeling rested. You relate to her struggle, your own mind sometimes racing with thoughts of health or family. The beauty of these habits is their simplicity. No expensive apps or courses, just a notebook or a quiet moment. You're not forcing your mind to be still, you're guiding it gently, like steering a boat to shore. As you set your journal aside or let the music fade, you feel a quiet shift. Your thoughts are less tangled, your body more at ease. You try the worry dump, scribbling a quick note about tomorrow's errands, and it feels like setting down a heavy bag. The room is dim, the air cool, and your mind feels lighter than it has in weeks. You're not just following the doctor's ritual. You're building a pathway to sleep that feels natural and achievable. Tomorrow evening, you'll pick up your pen or close your eyes again, letting these soothing habits carry you closer to the restful nights you crave. You're in your bedroom now, the evening ritual becoming a familiar comfort. The lights are dim, your chamomile tea is finished, and your journal rests on the nightstand, its pages holding the day's worries and moments of gratitude. The doctor's soothing habits have calmed your mind, and you're starting to feel the pull of sleep. But the environment around you matters just as much as your actions. The doctor, with his 90 years of wisdom, knows that your bedroom can either invite rest or push it away. You're ready to transform your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary, a space that cradles you into deep, restorative slumber. The knowledge to impart here is that your bedroom environment directly impacts sleep quality. For seniors, small disruptions, light, noise, or an uncomfortable bed can make falling and staying asleep harder. The doctor observed this in his patients. Those with cluttered or stimulating bedrooms often slept poorly. Research shows that a dark, quiet, and cool bedroom promotes melatonin production and reduces nighttime awakenings. Light, especially blue light from devices or street lamps, suppresses melatonin, while noise can jolt you awake, even briefly, disrupting deep sleep cycles. Temperature also matters. A room that's too warm can cause restlessness. By creating a sleep-friendly space, you set the stage for the kind of rest that leaves you refreshed, just like the doctor enjoys every night. How do you create this sanctuary? Start with darkness. Use blackout curtains or a simple eye mask to block out streetlights or early morning sun. The doctor uses heavy drapes in his bedroom, creating a cave-like calm. Next, tackle noise. If you live near traffic or have noisy neighbors, try a white noise machine or a fan to create a steady, soothing hum. Earplugs work too, if they're comfortable for you. Keep your bedroom cool. Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal, as studies show this temperature supports deep sleep. If your mattress or pillows are old, consider replacing them with ones that support your body. The doctor swears by a medium-firm mattress for his aging joints. Finally, declutter your space. Remove excess furniture, papers, or electronics to make your bedroom a place of rest, not distraction. These changes don't need to be expensive. Small tweaks can make a big difference. Here's a health tip to enhance your sleep. Add a touch of lavender to your bedroom. The doctor keeps a small lavender sachet under his pillow, as its scent has been shown to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. You can try this tonight. Dab a drop of lavender essential oil on a tissue and place it near your bed, or use a lavender-scented pillow spray. One of the doctor's patients, a 78-year-old retired baker, struggled with restless nights until she added lavender to her routine. She reported falling asleep faster and waking less often. This simple addition can make your bedroom feel like a haven, coaxing your body into rest. You picture the doctor's bedroom, simple and serene, with a neatly made bed and no clutter in sight. He once told a patient, "Your bedroom should feel like a cocoon, safe, quiet, and restful." You look around your own space, noticing the pile of clothes in the corner or the glowing clock on your nightstand. You decide to cover the clock's face with a small cloth and move the clothes to a hamper. You pull the curtains tight, blocking out the streetlight's glare, and the room feels instantly calmer. If you don't have blackout curtains, you try an eye mask. Its soft weight comforting against your eyes. The air is cool, and you adjust the thermostat slightly lower, feeling the difference. The doctor's patients often shared how their sleep improved with these changes. A 69-year-old woman, a former seamstress, had a bedroom filled with sewing supplies and a bright alarm clock. She cleared the clutter and added blackout shades, and her sleep became deeper, her mornings brighter. You relate to her, knowing how easy it is for a bedroom to become a catch-all space. You don't need a complete overhaul, just a few intentional adjustments. Maybe you add a fan for white noise or swap a lumpy pillow for a new one. Each change feels like a step toward the doctor's peaceful nights. As you settle into bed, the room feels different, quieter, darker, cooler. You slip the lavender-scented tissue under your pillow, its faint aroma soothing your senses. The bed feels inviting, the clutter gone, the distractions minimized. You're not just preparing your body for sleep. You're crafting a space that welcomes it. The doctor's wisdom is clear. A bedroom designed for rest is as vital as any ritual. Tomorrow, you'll tweak something else. Maybe move the phone charger out of sight or try earplugs. Each small change builds on the last, turning your bedroom into a sanctuary where sleep comes easily, just like it does for a 90-year-old doctor who's mastered the art of rest. You're nestled in your newly crafted sleep sanctuary, the bedroom dark and cool, the faint scent of lavender lingering from the tissue under your pillow. Your evening ritual, sipping chamomile tea, journaling gratitude, and stretching gently, has calmed your mind and body. The doctor's wisdom has guided you this far, but now you're curious about how what you eat in the evening can deepen your sleep. The 90-year-old doctor, with his decades of experience, knows that certain foods can either soothe you in a slumber or keep you tossing and turning. You're ready to explore evening snacks that promote restful sleep, turning your nights into a time of true rejuvenation. The knowledge to impart here is that your evening diet plays a critical role in sleep quality. As a senior, heavy or stimulating foods close to bedtime can disrupt digestion and keep your brain alert, while specific nutrients can enhance melatonin production and calm your nervous system. The doctor observed this in his patients. Those who ate poorly in the evening often struggled with restlessness. Research shows that foods rich in magnesium, tryptophan, or complex carbohydrates promote relaxation and sleep. Conversely, sugary snacks, caffeine, or heavy meals can spike blood sugar or cause indigestion, leading to nighttime awakenings. By choosing the right evening snacks, you support your body's natural sleep processes, making it easier to drift off and stay asleep. How do you incorporate sleep-friendly foods? About 2 hours before bed, opt for a light snack that combines complex carbohydrates with a small amount of protein or healthy fat. The doctor favors a small bowl of oatmeal with a sprinkle of almonds. Oats provide slow-release carbs to stabilize blood sugar, while almonds offer magnesium to relax muscles. You could also try a slice of whole grain toast with a thin spread of almond butter, or a small banana with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. These combinations boost tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin. Avoid heavy meals, spicy foods, or sweets like cookies, which can cause discomfort or energy spikes. If you're thirsty, sip water or herbal tea, but keep portions small to prevent nighttime bathroom trips. These choices are simple, affordable, and easy to prepare at home. Here's a health tip to improve your sleep. Try a handful of cherries as an evening snack. Tart cherries are a natural source of melatonin, shown to improve sleep duration and quality in seniors. The doctor keeps a small bowl of fresh or dried tart cherries by his bedside table for a late snack. One of his patients, a 74-year-old retired gardener, found that eating a few cherries an hour before bed helped her fall asleep faster and wake less often. You can try this tonight. Keep a small portion of tart cherries, fresh, frozen, or dried without added sugar, in your kitchen and eat a handful as part of your ritual. This simple addition can enhance your body's natural sleep signals. You picture the doctor in his quiet kitchen, preparing his evening snack with care, a small bowl of oatmeal, a few almonds scattered on top. He once told a patient, "What you eat at night is like a message to your body. Choose one that says rest." You imagine yourself following suit, slicing a banana and pairing it with a dollop of yogurt, the creamy texture soothing as you eat. You avoid the chocolate bar in the pantry, knowing it'll keep you awake. The cherries catch your eye, their deep red hue promising calm. You try a few, their tartness a pleasant surprise, and feel your body relax, as if it's already preparing for sleep. The doctor's patients often shared how evening eating habits affected their sleep. A 66-year-old man, a former mechanic, used to snack on chips and soda before bed, only to wake up with indigestion and restless nights. The doctor suggested switching to a small bowl of oatmeal with nuts, and within weeks, the man slept more soundly, his mornings more energized. You relate to his story, recalling nights when a late dessert left you tossing and turning. The doctor's approach is straightforward. No need for gourmet ingredients or complex recipes. You're choosing foods that work with your body, not against it, setting the stage for the deep sleep you crave. You take a moment to savor your snack, whether it's the oatmeal's warmth or the cherry's gentle tartness. The act feels intentional, like part of the ritual you've built. Tea, journaling, stretching, and now this. You're not just eating, you're nourishing your body for rest. The science behind it resonates. Tryptophan from a yogurt or almonds is building serotonin, which will become melatonin as you drift off. The magnesium in the nuts is loosening your muscles, easing the tension in your shoulders. You avoid the heavy pasta or spicy leftovers from dinner, knowing they'd sit like a stone in your stomach. Instead, this light snack feels like a gentle nudge towards sleep. If cherries aren't available, you might try a small handful of pumpkin seeds, another magnesium-rich option the doctor recommends. You keep a jar in your pantry, easy to grab and sprinkle over yogurt or eat alone. The key is timing. Eat your snack about 2 hours before bed to give your body time to digest without disrupting sleep. You sip water afterward, careful not to drink too much, remembering the doctor's advice to limit fluids to avoid nighttime bathroom trips. This balance feels achievable, a small shift that fits into your evening without overwhelming you. You picture the doctor's evenings, his routine as steady as a heartbeat. He sits at his small kitchen table, a bowl of oatmeal before him, the almonds adding a satisfying crunch. He once shared a story about a patient, a 71-year-old woman who loved late-night ice cream. Her sleep was fitful until she switched to a banana and yogurt snack. Her nighttime awakenings dropped, and she felt more alert during the day. You see yourself in her journey, realizing that these small choices, cherries instead of cookies, oatmeal instead of chips, can transform your nights. The doctor's wisdom isn't about deprivation. It's about choosing foods that love you back. As you finish your snack, you feel a quiet satisfaction. The bedroom is ready, dark, cool, and lavender-scented. Your mind is calmer, thanks to the journaling and stretches. Now, your body is primed for sleep, fueled by foods that support rest rather than disrupt it. You rinse your bowl, the act feeling like a gentle close to the evening. Tomorrow, you'll try another sleep-friendly snack, maybe a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter or a few more cherries. Each choice builds on the last, weaving the doctor's ritual into your life, bringing you closer to nights where sleep comes easily, like it does for a 90-year-old who's mastered the art of rest. You're in your bedroom, the air cool and quiet, the lavender scent mingling with the calm of your sleep sanctuary. Your evening ritual, chamomile tea, journaling, gentle stretches, and a handful of tart cherries, has become a cherished routine, guiding you toward restful nights. The doctor's wisdom has transformed your evenings, but the real challenge is making this ritual a lifelong habit. How does a 90-year-old doctor maintain such consistency for decades? You're ready to learn how to sustain these sleep-promoting practices, ensuring that restful nights become a cornerstone of your health and longevity. The knowledge to impart here is that consistency in your evening ritual is the key to lasting sleep benefits. One good night won't reshape your health, but a steady routine can transform your vitality over time. The doctor saw this in his patients. Those who stuck to simple, repeatable habits slept better, felt more energized, and reported fewer health issues. Research supports this. Consistent sleep routines strengthen your circadian rhythm, improve melatonin production, and reduce the risk of insomnia, which is linked to chronic conditions like heart disease and depression in seniors. By building systems that make your ritual effortless, even on busy or tiring days, you create a foundation for lifelong sleep quality that mirrors the doctor's vibrant 90 years. How do you sustain this habit? Make your evening ritual a non-negotiable part of your night, like brushing your teeth. Set a consistent wind-down time, say 8 p.m., and stick to it, even on weekends. Prepare your tools in advance. Keep chamomile tea bags, a journal, and tart cherries stocked in your kitchen. The doctor sets out his tea and notebook each afternoon, so they're ready when evening comes. You can do the same. Lay out your unmasked lavender sachet and a small snack before dinner. Pair your ritual with an existing habit, like turning off the TV, to anchor it in your routine. If you miss a night, don't dwell on it. Just pick up the next evening. The goal is persistence, not perfection, and each night you follow through brings you closer to the doctor's restful slumber. Here's a health tip to keep you on track. Use a simple sleep log to build momentum. The doctor keeps a small calendar by his bed, marking each night he completes his ritual with a check mark. This visual cue reinforces the habit and boosts motivation. Try this for a month. Grab a notebook or use a phone app to note each night you follow your ritual. One of the doctor's patients, a 76-year-old retired bus driver, used this method and found it helped him stick to his routine. After a few weeks, his sleep improved, and he felt a sense of pride seeing his check marks grow. You can start tonight. After your ritual, mark a check in a notebook, letting the habit take root. You imagine the doctor's evenings, his routine as steady as the ticking of a clock. His bedroom is a haven, his journal filled with grateful thoughts, his tea cooling on the nightstand. He once told a patient, "Health is built in the quiet moments you keep showing up for." You picture yourself building your own chain of check marks, each one a small victory. Some nights, you might be tempted to skip the ritual, distracted by a late call or a favorite show. That's okay. The doctor's longevity comes from consistent effort, not flawless execution. Another patient, a 70-year-old woman, struggled with insomnia after retiring. She started small, just dimming lights and journaling, and gradually added stretches and snacks. Her sleep deepened, and her days felt brighter. You settle into your ritual, feeling the rhythm of it, the tea's warmth, the journal's release, the cherry's tartness. Each step feels like a promise to yourself, a commitment to rest. You check your sleep log, the simple act of marking it grounding you. The bedroom is dark. The fans hum a soothing backdrop. Your body relaxed from the evening's efforts. You're not just copying the doctor. You're crafting a habit that could carry you into your 80s or 90s, vibrant and well-rested. Flexibility helps. Some nights, you might swap cherries for pumpkin seeds or skip the stretch if you're tired. The key is showing up, night after night, building a routine that holds you like a safety net. As you slip into bed, the lavender's scent wraps around you, the room a perfect cocoon. Your ritual is complete, your checkmark earned. You feel a quiet pride, knowing you're investing in your health, one evening at a time. Tomorrow, you'll set out your tea and journal again. Maybe tweak the snack or add a new stretch. Each night strengthens the habit, bringing you closer to the kind of sleep that leaves you refreshed, just like the doctor who's lived it for decades. To my dear friends across the USA, especially those enjoying your golden years, thank you for joining me on this journey to better sleep. These small steps, your evening ritual, your sleep sanctuary, your mindful snacks, are gifts to your body and mind. Take it one night at a time, be gentle with yourself, and know that every effort counts. If this video helped you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more tips to keep you thriving. Your health is precious, and I'm honored to share this path with you. Here's to restful nights and vibrant mornings filled with hope and peace.